Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with part 5 of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play. Before we get started today, I wanted to make a little announcement. I've been doing this, or I'm going to be doing this in pretty much every video for the next week or so. I am posting several, and by several I mean like 3 links in the comments to straw polls where I ask you guys what your favorite videos on my channel are, or your favorite series, your least favorite series, and maybe what you'd like to see in the future. So if you could please check those out at some point and let me know what you guys think. It'll really help me figure out what to do moving forward with the channel, because as I mentioned in another video, the channel is still growing pretty well, but not as well as it was, and I'd like to keep that momentum rolling if I can. So it's always nice to have some feedback from you guys. There's a bunch of options on there. If you don't see options you like, go ahead and let me know in the comments what you would prefer. But yeah, so yeah, definitely voice your opinions, because that's the only way I can show you guys what you want to see, is if I know. So let's go ahead and get started now. Oh, one more thing. I apologize about the volume of the music in the previous episode. If you notice it was a little bit loud, I'm trying to adjust, or find a balance between the music being a little bit too loud and a little bit too quiet. And last time I think I went a little bit too high with it, so we're a little bit lower this time, and it should be more or less dead on now. I think I've got it pretty well dialed in. So our clan hasn't been doing very well lately. We had a pretty rough go of it last episode. You can see the clan mood is pretty worried. The farmers are shaken, but the weapon things are feeling alright. We need to do something to reassure the farmers, I think. And so we need to probably take a break from raiding, at least for the time being. We need more cattle. It takes 238 farmers to tend all 105 hides of cropland. We could handle another 47 hides. Okay, that's good to know. So if I click these, how much wildland? Okay, so it comes directly from the wildland, apparently. Okay, hang on here. Yeah, let's take it from the wildland, and let's switch that over to here now. Take a little bit more. You know what? Let's take the wildland down to like 100, and we're gonna bring these up to 125. I think that's a pretty good balance. Yeah, that should be fine. Stockpile more food. Food situation seems okay. We don't have enough cattle. Everyone seems to agree that we don't have enough cattle. We have more than enough farmers, and not plenty of oxen, but we have enough oxen. Beer makes the best, barley makes the best beer, wheat makes the best bread. That's farming in a nut. Okay, well, I think the moral of that story is we need to get some more cattle. So let's go to the trade tab, and the brown boar attacked us, so we're not going to be trading with them. Let's try to improve our relations with the white horse a little bit, since they're our neighbors. Parendel is our best negotiator or bargainer, so we'll use him. We're gonna send 3 weapon thanes. We'll send 4, and maybe 15 footmen. And we need to change our target here. So we want to buy cattle, and we want to sell. I think we have a lot of horses, so maybe we should sell some horses. We've also got plenty of goods, but I'd like to turn some of those into some defenses fairly soon. So let's trade goods. No, sorry, let's trade horses. I suppose we could trade a little bit of goods away. Let's do both. I think that'll be fine. Our caravan is back from the white horses. We traded 40 cows worth of goods and 8 horses for 109 cattle. As near as I could tell, the white horses herds had more cows than we do. So we made a good choice there. I did that pretty blind, but it seemed to work out for us in the end. Earl Consor, a prosperous herdsman of the Assaulting clan, has come as an emissary from his clan leaders. He has gifts for you. He says they are worth 15 cows altogether. Huh. Let's see what everybody says here. If we feast with them, we would bring cheer to our own people and theirs, take the gifts and trade for more cattle. Sorry, this is a trick question of some kind. Take the gifts. Be generous. I feel like they were our enemies, though. They give us gifts because they are weak, refuse the gifts, and then raid them honorably. Their gift will help us improve our temples. After Osgold the Just slew bad King Urgrain and took his throne, he gave gifts to all who had helped him. The angry clan spat upon his gifts, which led to a war. Okay, so basically everyone's saying accept the gifts. Let's throw a feast for them while we're at it. So we lost 3 food, but we got goods and mood, which is what we needed. So they toasted our generosity and said they would speak of it to others. Our people made merry and also toasted the clan ring. Cool, so we definitely made the right choice there. Clan's feeling optimistic now. The farmers are still shaken, but at least we're feeling optimistic and not worried. Let's see. Gotta keep an eye on our upkeep here, as a couple of you pointed out in the comments, but I would like to get some more of these blessings if we can. We actually do have quite a few, so maybe I'll hold off. You know what? Let's talk to the White Horse, maybe, and try to improve our relations with them a bit more. Let's see. Let's propose an alliance. And we want to send somebody who's good at custom, I believe. I think custom is what you need for doing this type of diplomatic stuff, and then bargaining is for trading. At least that's how I understand it. He's renowned in custom, so that's about as good as you can get. We'll send 3 weapon things and like 12 footmen. Let's bring them a gift. We have a ton of cows now. Let's give them a gift of like 15 cows. And we'll propose an alliance. We've had ice storms, snowstorms, hailstorms, sleet. The paths are impassable. We refuse to risk our lives with ice demons on the loose. Bummer. Are we exploring? That's another thing we need to look at. No, we're not exploring, so we should probably get on that. We'll send him, as always, Barantho, and then we're going to send him with 2 and 10, like we usually do. Let's explore out here, I think. I mean, we could explore near us. That's worked out pretty well for us in the past. Let's explore down here or something, because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot out here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's try this. A group of refugees come to Artula seeking help. They seem to be Orlanthi. We sought land to the west of here, and were captured and enslaved by cruel horse nomads. Loving freedom, we escaped. Yet our escape has cost us much. We beg you to aid us. Okay, what does everybody say here? Send them to the to the Oral Marthi. They can protect these people from their former owners if necessary. These people are Orlanthi and should be treated as such. I tend to agree with them, but we'll see what everybody has to say. Our ancestors took people like this as thralls, and so should we. I tend to agree with this, but our roleplay is more along these lines, so I might go with that. If we take these people in, the horse people will do us great harm. I don't have an opinion on this. Good thing we came to this part of Dragon Pass instead of heading west. You know what? We don't really have anything to gain from forcing them into being thralls, so let's just adopt them into the family. If we had more of an opportunity to take advantage of something, I would force them to be thralls, because we're going for a little bit more of a cruel, knowledge-hungry playthrough here. But I just don't see anything that we would gain from doing this rather than this. So I'm gonna go with my gut on this one and adopt them into the family. I'm not too concerned about the horse people attacking us. So, yeah, let's do that. Carls or Cotters? Let's make them Cotters. They're going to have to earn their way up, I think. Some said that our ancestors who had enthralled the stick people during the darkness would be displeased. Oh, so apparently I didn't make the right choice. The Carls, represented by Kestald the Restive, are unhappy. The clan is trying to support too many weapon thanes, priests, and other folk who eat the food we produce, but don't produce any themselves. They're parasites, I tell you. Parasites. Huh. I don't want to dismiss weapon thanes if I don't have to. Okay, what's everybody say about this? He thinks he can talk some sense into him. It's true that we could use a few more hands in the fields, but Kestald is really concerned with a long list of minor slights. Okay. King Hjort said, when the Carls and Weapon Thanes stop quarreling, that is when you will know that the Golden Storm Mage has returned. Okay, so he's basically saying this issue is always going to be an issue and there's no point in trying to resolve it. If we do dismiss any Weapon Thanes, we will have to compensate them. So he doesn't think that's a good idea. It's true that we could use a few more hands in the fields. Okay, so he says the same thing she says. She also agrees with that. Carl or Weapon Thane, he has no right to complain. Let him go stuff a squash. Let's just give the chief complainers a cow apiece to appease them. They cease their grumbling, okay. So the farmer morale went up, but the warrior morale went down a little bit. But I think we'll be okay because the weapon things were already pretty happy, but it seems like the farmers got worse, so we're gonna have to figure out how to take care of that. I guess we could try to hire some more, or maybe some thralls. Let's see. Thralls eat half as much as Carls, but work almost as hard. The children of thralls are born into freedom and are not thralls. Oh, so that we can just free them. We can't get more thralls this way. Encourage them to leave. Let them decide. Let's try to hire some more farmers then. Let's do... We don't want any vagabonds and wanderers. Let's do clans and distant kin. We'll offer them land and sheep, I guess, to sweeten the deal. Okay. A man who looks like a tusk rider comes to your Tula as if expecting a welcome. The man claims to be Thadart, the explorer of your clan, who was taken by tusk riders and presumed dead. He says that he was tortured by the tusk riders and left to die of exposure on an altar to their terrible god, but the god spared his life, changing his face so that he looked like a tusk rider. Their god meant it as a grim joke, but you are my clanmates and I know that you will accept me, even though I am disfigured. Okay, so... Let's see what everybody says. I don't know if we can trust him. I'd like to take him back in, though. The people are worried that it is not that art, but some kind of monster. We must either reject him or allay their fear. Who knows what terrible magics the Tusk Rider god is capable of? I am certain that this is that art, and he remains a good Orlanthi. He will not harm us. Okay. If this is that art, we are still permitted to outlaw him. We would not be the first clan to outlaw a person without just cause. I don't like doing that, though. Kill him before he kills us. Oh, God. We must be thoughtful and not act on our feelings alone. A chaos creature slew King Hjort's holder of regalia, and thus gained entry to Hjort's encampment, almost killing our great lord. So the consensus, there is no real consensus here, but it seems like everyone's either saying we should kill him or we should take him back in. I feel bad. I mean, we're the one who sent him out there, assuming that this is him. We're the one who sent him away. and, you know, cause this grim fate. So I think we should allow him to return, but let's keep an eye on him. So our mood went down. That's unfortunate. He said, "I expected a better welcome than this, but I will prove to you that I am the same that I was before." His words did not quell the worries of the people who were afraid that he would turn out to be a monster. So our mood went down a bit. Great. While exploring the southwest, members of your clan, the same hermit wearing bark, I see stones standing between men. After this happens, you must explore to the northwest, or strange and slimy monsters will overrun your Tula and beset you at every turn. Okay, wait. So this is a slightly different vision he's having. You will soon be embroiled in a dispute between neighbors. I see stones standing between men. After this happens, you must explore to the northwest, where strange and slimy monsters will overrun your Tula, beset you at every turn. Okay. Let's offer to adopt him. He's given us some advice. We don't know that it's proved true, but it doesn't seem to be harming us, so let's bring him in and see if we can get more information out of him. We want somebody who's good at custom, maybe custom and bargaining, like this guy. He's pretty good at both. Oh, sorry, that's combat. Whoops. We want custom and bargaining. Do we have anybody who's at least very good at both? No, not really. It's either like good and... let's see. He's good at everything. We'll just send him. So I'm not sure which of those comes into play here. We'll send 3 weapon thanes and 12 footmen, I guess. They looked high and low for the shaman, but did not find him. Oh, that's disappointing. We're being... oh, man. We're being raided by the Namoldings. They have 14 horsemen and 139 spearmen. Luckily, our patrol spotted them. And all 20... we have 26 weapon things? Jeez, I didn't realize that. Met them as well as 150 of the feared. Let's go skirmish, since we have them outnumbered, and try to kill as many as possible. We exchanged missile fire with them, but never closed. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept one. So we had 5 footmen killed. Didn't really kill too many of theirs. Oh wow, double raid here. But we're still pretty well equipped here. We're just going to try to drive these guys off. And let's try to outmaneuver them, I suppose. Okay, although the Anzarni tried to hold us off with missile fire, we used the terrain to our advantage and fell on their flanks. As the battle lines clashed, Arnaldus suddenly remembers the dream she had the night before, convenient, in which the spirits of our ancestors beckon to her, waving bloody swords over their heads. Arnaldus doesn't know whether the dream was a good omen or a warning. How should she fight? I don't know. We obviously don't want to take insane risks, but generally in battle, trying to be a hero can end up getting you and other people killed. Doing your job is usually the most important thing. Not that I've fought in battles, but in life that tends to be the case. So let's just tell her not to be a hero. Okay, so she struck down 5 warriors that day without suffering a scratch. Good for her. There was bitter fighting. Their magic dealt us a mighty blow. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we took some heavy losses there. Wow. So they raided us. 26 cows and 9 horses and 2 cows worth of goods. Yeah, I'm more concerned with the losses, really, than the loot. Okay. It's magic time, so we have some magic this time. Last time around we had none. Let's do 1 to everything, and we'll leave 1 in reserve. So what's everybody saying, or what are the God Talkers saying? A more or less normal harvest, some sense that the forces of chaos were weaker this year and would be easier to rout. Okay, that's good to know. And looks like we were producing... Oh wait, we produced 956 and ate 914 bushels of food. 56 were lost to spoilage. That's a bummer. Okay, so we're making a decent profit from our market. Took 19 cows and goods worth 38 cows. Okay. So we're spending a lot on those. We should probably hold off for a while longer. But yeah, I'm going to do one to each and save one. Okay, 48 new cotters to the clan. They brought with them 62 children. Cool. Oh, Stavos died. No. Oh wait, that's not him. I don't know who Stavos is. I thought he was Stavos. He's really good. I don't know who Stavos is. The owners of the escaped thralls you adopted come to you demanding their return. In halting trade talk, they tell you that they are the grazers, the rightful lords of these lands. They have no plans to enthrall you, at least for the moment, but they do intend to reclaim the property you have stolen from them. Huh. What's everybody say? He says it's clear that the riders are foreigners. Something peculiar about those horses. The other traders tell me that there are many different clans of horse nomads. They are hard for us to tell apart. These people are foreigners. We owe them nothing. We do owe obligations to our Atlantean neighbors. We can beat them. Dirty horse nomad scum, that's what they are. I'd rather lie than get kicked in the head by a great big horse. I'm just gonna outright refuse them, I think. Low people are fools, they said. You pay price for is stupid. Oh, so he can't speak our language very well. I wish we could attack them. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do. But I'd like to take the fight to them rather than letting them come to us. Right, so I'm going to alt-tab out here and check the time because I feel like we're starting to run out. So I will be right back. Okay, so we've got a minute or so. Let's see here. I would really like to try to get the white horses to become our allies again. And we didn't, or we weren't able to pull it off last time. So we're going to try one more time. We'll do, 15 more cattle. Let's give them 20. We want to make this happen. We're going to send 4 and 20 footmen to the white horse. And we want to propose an alliance. So here we go. Your emissary, Jurasar, approaches the white horses, seeking to negotiate an alliance with them. First, he presents the gifts we sent. The white horses praise our gifts and toast him in their feasting hall. Once the gift giving is over, how does he approach the white horses for this alliance? Let's see. Their chief is Olende, as impious as a man can be, and still hold the seat of an Orlanthe chief. Our magic matters little to him. So, I think this one right here, together we can overcome our foes. We will be celebrated by great poets. I think that's probably the best way to go. He obviously doesn't care about this one here. We don't want to seem weak by asking for help. We don't want to imply that they're weak. And I think this is sort of the same, implying that we have more than them. So let's try to go with a more mutual approach right here. Let's see. Their chief, Olende, agreed that our two clans should be allies. Olende whooped feverishly, and he and his weapon thanes did the Orlanthe dance. We shall be remembered forever, he claimed. Who shall we conquer first? Cool. Gordinger, a thane of the Fire Courts clan, comes to ask you to make good on a favor you owe to his people. We ask that you gift us with 15 cows in return for considerations we have given your clan in the past, and in recognition of the goodwill between us. Let's give him more than he wants. They've been good allies to us so far, and we have no reason to want to change that. So So yeah, he's saying we'll get a reputation for generosity. I agree with that, so I'm just gonna do it. Let's offer him 25. We've got a lot of cows. Let's see. He praised our generosity and said that all of Dragon Pass would hear of it. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and break off the episode right here, guys. We're out of time, and this is going to be as good a stopping point as any. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for part 6 of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play.